Hey guys, in today's video, I'm gonna be doing a One Direction songs tier list. So, um, if you didn't know, I'm a huge One Direction fan, so I thought it would be a fun idea to do a little tier list of all their songs. This is just the release song, so I won't be including any of the unreleased songs on here. But yeah, I started getting into them more this year, and like I've always been kind of like a casual fan, but I got more into them this year and like started like listening to their music more. So I thought it would be a fun idea to do a little tier list for you. So yeah, if you didn't know, which you probably did, but One Direction was a boy band that was formed in 2010 on the X Factor. They got third place, but they ended up being super successful. They went on like multiple world tours before announcing their hiatus in 2015. And also one member Zayn left in March 25th, 2015, before the band ended. But yeah, that's just a little background. But if you're watching this video, you probably know that already. Um, but yeah, I thought it would be cool to share just a little background about like what One Direction is if you didn't know. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first we're gonna start with Up All Night, which is their first album. Um, yeah, this was more like their bubblegum pop era, like before they got like really like serious into music. So a lot of these songs on Up All Night aren't written by them, so it'll probably be lower on this list for me. But they still have some good songs on Up All Night. So yeah. Okay, first is Up All Night. Um, this one is like not my favorite, I would say. Okay, now I have What Makes You Beautiful. What Makes You Beautiful is like the probably the most like iconic or well-known song by One Direction. People who know of One Direction probably know the song, even if they aren't big fans. But it is a little like cheesy and overplayed. So for that, I'm gonna put it in the she's trying her best tier. Okay, here's Another World. I don't know. I don't really like this one. It's kind of irrelevant to me. It's not like one of their best songs, so I'll put this in the Who Allowed This to Happen tier because this was like their bubblegum pop era when the lyrics weren't really that good yet. Okay, Stand Up. I'm also gonna put in the Who Allowed This to Happen tier because it's also very forgettable for me and it's not like a signature like One Direction song. Okay, now we have One Thing. Actually, I really like One Thing, so I'm gonna put it in the Love This Song because yeah, actually, I think I like One Thing more than What Makes You Beautiful. I like the little dance that they do in the video, and it's like really fun. Like they filmed it in London and stuff. And I think What Makes You Beautiful is a little overplayed, but like I think One Thing is like probably one of the best songs from Up All Night. Okay, here's Gotta Be You. I don't know. I don't hate this song, but I don't love it either. So I think I'm gonna put it in the She's Trying Her Best category. Okay, here's I Should Have Kissed You. I don't know. This one is also forgettable for me, and it's also a skip if I ever listen to Up All Night. So I'm gonna put it in the Who Allowed This to Happen category. Okay, now we got Nah Nah Nah. So in like a lot of the early One Direction songs, they do say Nah 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 a lot, and this song is very like, it's just like we were like Nah Nah Nah, they're like yeah yeah yeah. So obviously not great songwriting. So I'm gonna put that in the Who Allowed This to Happen tier. Okay, now we have Moments. Moments is actually like a really like sad One Direction song. It could be about death or like anything sad, like reminiscing on like the past. So yeah, I really like this song, but you kind of have to be in the mood to listen to Moments. But I'm gonna put it right next to One Thing. Okay, now I have More Than This. Actually, I like More Than This too. I think it's like really cool, like when they open your eyes and hold you close tonight, it just can't feel right, right? So yeah, I think this was I will put in the Love This Song category. Okay, now we have I Wish. I don't know. I don't really like it's not really memorable to me, so I'm gonna put in the not my favorite category. Okay, now we have I Want. I actually really like I Want. I think it's really fun, and I like the bridge that Zayn does, and like how Harry will like change the lyrics like from different date every night. Different date every night. I think that's fun, and I think this is gonna be in my first this is a musical masterpiece tier. Okay, now we have Taken. I don't know. I kind of know how this one goes, but it's not like my super favorite. But I also don't hate it, so I'm gonna put in the She's Trying Her Best category. Okay, now we have Same Mistakes. This one also isn't like my favorite. It's kind of I don't really vibe with it that much, but it's not terrible. So, but I'm gonna put in the not my favorite category. Okay, now we have Stole My Heart. Okay, Stole My Heart is probably one of my favorite One Direction songs. It's very underrated. Kind of like, it kind of gives the vibe of like something you would like play like in a club or something. And I just think it's really fun. And I love Liam's part in the song and Harry's and Zayn's. You can't, the other, now and Louis aren't really featured in this song that much. But this is probably one of my favorites on Up All Night. Okay, now we have Save You Tonight. I don't know. This is also like forgettable to me. It's not like super like memorable. I'll probably be more of a skip for me, so I'm gonna put in the not my favorite. Okay, and now we have Everything About You. Also this is like forgettable to me. Like one of the more bottom tier One Direction songs. So I'm gonna put it in not my favorite as well. Okay, now we have Tell Me a Lie. I think this was the one that was written by Kelly Clarkson, so I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, I think the lyrics are like really good and like interesting. So I'm gonna put it in the She's Trying Her Best because I think this is like one of their better songs on Up All Night, but it's still not like my favorite. Okay, now we're on to the Take Me Home era. So yeah, Take Me Home was released in 2012, and then this is like probably the most iconic cover, the one of them on top of the phone booth. So yeah, I'm really excited to rank some of these songs. Okay, so first we got Live While We're Young. Yeah, I think I'll put this in the Love the Song category. I think Live While We're Young is like a really fun song, and the music video when they're like playing and stuff in the water and they're doing like a bunch of cool stuff. It's like they're like at the campground or something, and then they're like playing around. Like it's kind of like a summer camp vibe. So yeah, I think Live While We're Young is like a really fun like single on the album. Okay, now we have Kiss You. I think Kiss You, I also love this song. I think the beat is really cool, and also the music video when they're like in the car, I think, and then they're like, oh, and then they have like the Jailhouse Rock, like the Elvis Presley kind of thing, and it's just really fun. Or when they're like surfing or something. So I also love this song. Okay, now we got Little Things. Okay, Little Things is kind of like corny and cheesy. Like it was definitely an Ed Sheeran written song. Because there's like one lyric that's like, you still have to squeeze into your jeans or something, and it's very like cheesy. So it's like basically saying like, oh, you're like fat, but I love you anyway. I don't know, it's weird. But in like the music video, it's like in black and white. They're just like in the studio. Yeah, I think it's trying its best, but it's definitely not the best. Okay, here we got Come On Come On. Okay, I think the Come On Come On dance, that's pretty fun. So I'm gonna put this in maybe She's Trying Her Best, because it's not my favorite song on Take Me Home. There's like songs I like more, but it's also not bad. So okay, here's the Last First Kiss. I think I like the song. I'll put it in the Love the Song category. Okay, now here's Heart Attack. Yeah, I like Heart Attack, but It's not like the best Wendy song ever, so I'll put it in the middle category. Okay, now we have Rock Me. I think Rock Me is really fun. It's kind of more of their more like dirty song, for lack of a better word. Yeah, it's like you might not want to play this with your parents around, but it is like probably one of my favorite songs on Take Me Home. Okay, now I have changed my mind. This is kind of to me. I mean, I like in the the One Direction This Is Us movie, when they say like, baby, if you say you want me to drive to KFC, I love chicken. That's like a fun moment. But yeah, it's not like my favorite song, so I'll put it in the middle tier. Okay, now I have I Would. I actually really like I Would. I like the guitar. And that what he says in that love be. But if it was me, then I would. So I'm gonna put that in the love song category. Okay, now we have Over Again. Okay, so Over Again is like, how does it go? It's like, if we're pretending from the start like this with the tight group. Yes, this is also an Ed Sheeran song. You can kind of tell like when a song is like Ed Sheeran vibes, a lot of like, cause he helped write a lot of the One Direction songs, so you can kind of hear his like voice on some of the songs. So I think this I'm gonna put in the not my favorite tier. You know, it is fun like on tour. I think like Louis would like do like lyric changes and stuff for Over Again, which is fun, but overall the song is still not the best. Okay, now I have Back For You. I don't know, this song isn't really that memorable to me, so I think I'm gonna put it in the bottom tier. Okay, now we got They Don't Know About Us. Okay, They Don't Know About Us is probably one of my favorite songs on Take Me Home. I love the piano, and also it's like a gay anthem, so I gotta put it at the top here. Okay, now we have Summer Love. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of this song. It's just kind of to me, so I'm gonna put it at the bottom. Okay, now you got She's Not Afraid. I actually really like She's Not Afraid, so I'm gonna put it at the top. It's like, she's not afraid, it's very moving. She's like the way we kiss in the dark. Yeah, I don't need to sing all the songs for you, but like, yeah, I think it's like really catchy. Okay, now I have Love You First. I think I'm gonna put that in the not my favorite category. Okay, now we have Nobody Compares. I'm gonna put that in the bottom. Okay, now I'm gonna put Still the One. I'm gonna put that in the not my favorite category. Okay, Magic. I think I'm gonna put this in the bottom. I know some people really like Magic, but some people don't. I'm more in the camp of people that don't, but it's, I mean, there's like mediocre One Direction songs, but I don't think they've ever made like a bad song. So yeah. Okay, here's Irresistible. I'm gonna put this at the bottom too. Okay, now we got One Way or Another, Teenage Kicks. I think this is fun. I like the dance, the One Way or Another dance. So I'm gonna put it in the middle tier. Now I have Truly, Madly, Deeply. I'm gonna put that in the not my favorite tier. Okay. Now we're on to Midnight Memories. This was released in 2013. And it's our third album, obviously. So yeah. And this is probably at the height of their fame. Like, they did the 1D Day this year, and I think they also released the One Direction's This Is Us movie. So this was definitely their peak, I would say, in popularity. Okay, first we have Best Song Ever. I think Best Song Ever is maybe the best song ever. I love the music video and like the dancing and the stuff that they do. So I'm gonna put it at the top. Like the music video with like them all as different characters, and like we have like Harry as a marketing guy, and then Zayn as Veronica Malik, and Liam as Leroy, and also now and Louis as the music executive people. So I think that, yeah, that's like probably one of their most like high production music videos. So yeah, I'm gonna put it at the top there. Okay, now you got Little Black Dress. Little Black Dress into the room. I think I would put this in the Love song. I do like the song, but it's not like my favorite. I think Midnight Memories might be my favorite album. They have like a lot of like great like pop rock songs. But I don't know, I also like 4 and Made in the AM. But yeah, like it's kind of hard to choose since they have such great songs. Okay, now Story of My Life. I do like Story of My Life. I like the guitar. I think it's pretty. I wanted to learn how to play it, but I think it's like pretty hard to learn that. Because yeah, the guitar riff seems really hard. And also I love the music video concept where they're like looking at like their past selves, and then like their past like family members, and then some of them like passed away, and then they would do like they would like recreate their old childhood photos, and then they kind of show them like looking around, but like they can't like touch anything. It's like they're like frozen in time, which is really interesting. So yeah. Okay, now I have Diana. I like Diana. It's probably one of my favorite on Midnight Memory, so I'm gonna put that here. Okay, now I have You and I. You and I is probably one of my favorite One Direction songs as well. Like I loved like they go on the iconic bridge or pier, it's called, in Ireland. So yeah, it's probably one of my favorites on Midnight Memories. And like it's kind of cool how they do the facial morph thing, but it is a little bit like unnerving in a way. Okay, now I have Midnight Memories. I would also put that in This is a Musical Masterpiece because it is, and the music video is super fun too. Okay, now we have Half a Heart. I think I'm gonna put it in the middle category because it's not my favorite, but I don't like hate it. Okay, now I have Alive. I love this song. This is also a gay anthem. Like if you listen to the lyrics, it's like super gay. I would say it can relate a lot to like being gay, like doing something because you want to do it and not because of like societal expectations. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like gay undertones in that song. That's probably why I like it. Okay, now I have Does He Know? Does he know you can move it like that? Okay, I like the song, but I don't know if it's my favorite. I think I'm gonna put it in the not my favorite. Not because I don't like it, but out of like, there's so many great songs I'm in the memory, so it's one of the more bottom for me. Okay, now we got Why Don't We Go There? This is like probably one of my least favorite on Midnight Memories. Okay, now we got Better Than Words. I think Better Than Words is super cool. It's like the concept of like putting the song titles together to make a song is like really cool. I think that was Liam's idea, so shout out to Liam for real. Well, rest in peace also. But yeah, that song and like that concept is like super cool to me, and it's like something that hasn't been done before, so I'm gonna put it at the top. Okay, now we got Little White Lies. I like Little White Lies too. I think I'm gonna put it at the top as well. Okay, now we got Something Great. Something Great, I think it's just like a mid song for me. Okay, Through the Dark I actually really like. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion. I don't see that many Through the Dark fans, but it might be one of my favorites on the album. I mean, not my favorite, but like one of the songs that I really like. Okay, now we got Right Now. Right now, you're here with me. Yeah, I think I really like this song, so I'm gonna put it in the love this song category. Okay, Now we have Happily. I think I'm gonna put that in the Love This Song as well. And then I'm gonna put Strong. Strong is also in the Love This Song category. And so is Don't Forget Where You Belong. Except there's this one cheesy line that everyone probably knows. I think Niall wrote it maybe. The If You Ever Feel Alone, Don't line. Which is kind of ridiculous, but still a great song. Okay. Now we're on to 4, which is their 4th album, obviously. And their last one with Zayn. Okay, so first you have Steal My Girl. I think Steal My Girl is really fun. I like the music video when they're all doing like different things, like in the desert. But out of all the 1D singles, it's probably one of my least favorite of the 1D singles, just because they have like better songs, I think. But Steal My Girl is still a fun song. Okay, Ready to Run. I also love Ready to Run. I think it's a great song. Like this time I'm ready to run, escape from the city and follow the sun. And they have Where Do Broken Hearts Go? I also love this one. Okay, and now I have 18. Yeah, I also really like 18. It was also written by Ed Sheeran. So yeah, like they have a lot of like songs that were written by Ed Sheeran if it wasn't written by the band members themselves. Okay, now I have Girl Almighty. Also, really like Girl Almighty. It's like really fun, like just, and like when you see them performing it, you can see that they're having a really fun time, especially during the part where they like spin around. That's really fun. So yeah. Then Fool's Gold. I think this is one of their best songs lyrically. I think Niall wrote this one. And it's like really cool. Okay. Now I have Night Changes. Night Changes. I also love this song. So I'm gonna put it in the Love This Song category. I like the music video where they're all doing like the POV, like that you're like on a date with them, but then it goes wrong. That's like fun. Yeah, it's like super cool to see them all like do the like stuff. Like you have Harry with the ice skating, Zayn with like your dinner, Liam at the carnival place, Louis with what is Louis? Oh, getting pulled over by the police, and then not you're like playing games with Niall, and then he like catches on fire or something. So yeah. Okay. Okay, now I have No Control. Okay, No Control, I'm gonna put at the very top this because this is a musical masterpiece and it should have gotten a music video. I think there's a fan-made music video out there, but it was robbed of a music video. It's probably one of their best songs. I think Louis wrote it, and it is also one of their more like risque, like horny songs too. Kind of like Rock Me, like I was talking about earlier. Like there's a lot of like euphemisms in their like later work. Like you can tell they're going for a more mature sound, rather than the bubblegum pop of their first album. But yeah, I think No Control is a musical masterpiece, so I put it at the top. Okay, now Fireproof. Fireproof is also a musical masterpiece. It's like a more heartfelt song about like love. And I think the guitar is like really cool in that song. So I put it in the top category. Okay, now we have Spaces. This one is like not my favorite. It's kind of I think. Like, oh, spaces between us. Like, it's not bad, but it's just not my favorite. Okay. Now we have Stockholm Syndrome. I think this is a top tier song too. This was written by Harry, I think. And I think it's like really fun when they're like, baby, look what you done to me. Baby, you got me tied down. So yeah. Okay. Now we have Clouds. I think this is like bottom tier for me. I mean, like, I don't hate it, but out of all the songs on 4, it's probably one of my least favorite. Okay, Change Your Ticket. I think I'll put it in the middle category. Like, it's fun, but it's not like my favorite One Direction song. Okay, now I have Illusion. I'll also put that next to Change Your Ticket. Cause, it's a good song, but I think they have better songs. Okay, Once in a Lifetime is going up there to the top. But this is a musical masterpiece. I think it's like really cool vibes. It's kind of reminds me of like going to the beach on a cold day or something. I don't know. On like going to the beach at night vibes. I think that's the vibe it kind of gives off. And it's just like one of those really like special songs, and probably one of my favorites on 4. So I'm gonna put it there. Okay, now we have Act My Age. I'm gonna put it at She's Trying Her Best. I think the Irish Jig part is fun, and you can tell this is like a Niall song because it's very like Irish Jig vibes, and they always seem to have fun performing it. But it's not like my favorite song out of all of the songs on 4. Okay. Now, I'm gonna be looking at songs from their last album, Made in the AM. So first, let's start off with Hey Angel. I think this is a musical masterpiece because I love the part in the bridge when they're like when Liam and Louis do the thing where they're like, where I see you in the bar in the back of my head, I search in the car in the back of my head. I come alive when I hear your voice. It's a beautiful sound, it's a beautiful noise. Yeah, I think this is like one of their most cool and lyrically interesting songs, and it also incorporates like all the band members in a way that not every Wendy song does. Okay, now we have Perfect. Okay, Perfect is not my favorite, so I'll probably put it in the middle tier. She's Trying Her Best. Okay, now we have Drag Me Down. Okay, I like Drag Me Down, but I don't know. It's not like my favorite song. So, but I think the music video is cool that they filmed it like in the NASA headquarters in Houston. But I think Made in the AM has better songs, so I'm gonna put it in the She's Trying Her Best category. Okay, now we have Infinity. I think Infinity, it was also robbed of a music video. I think they filmed one, but they never officially released it. So for that, I'm gonna put in this is a musical masterpiece category. Also they performed this at the BBC One, and this is like one of my favorite performances to watch them back. Like when I watch old Wendy performances, like I love watching like the BBC One performances they did. Okay, now we have Wolves. I think Wolves is also a top tier song that's a musical masterpiece. Okay, now I have End of the Day, which is another gay anthem. If you couldn't tell, One Direction has a lot of gay anthems that you want to know, because they're like, all I know at the end of the day is you love, there ain't no other way. So super like LGBT friendly song. So yeah, I think they did a performance of this at like at Apple Music, some like Apple Music thing. So yeah, I'm glad that they got to perform this live at least once. Okay, now if I Could Fly. If I Could Fly is also a top tier song to me. I was trying to learn it on the piano, and I got some of the chords, but like I got caught up on like the second page, so I couldn't like finish playing the song. But I think it's very beautiful, the piano, and I think Harry wrote this one. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, just a great song overall. Okay, now we have Long Way Down. I personally think this is like one of the most depressing songs. Long Way Down is it, but it's like kind of like talking about the dissolution of the band and stuff and their relationship to it, and I think it's one of their lyrically best songs, so it's also to me a musical masterpiece. Okay, now we have Never Enough. I think this is a mid. Hey guys, I'm back. I got cut off because the Screencastify recording thing, it only lets you record for 30 minutes, but I'm back. But anyways, what I was saying is that Never Enough, it's kind of a mid One Direction song, but the part I really like is the part in the bridge. Like when I think it's Liam, he goes, "It's never, it's never." Yeah, that's like my favorite part of that song. But I couldn't justify putting it any higher because, yeah, it's like a mid, objectively a mid song. But it's still really fun. Okay, now we have Olivia. I think Olivia I'll also put in the top because I think it's really cool. And oh yeah, the trumpet stuff is like super unique and interesting. And I think Harry wanted to put more trumpets, but they vetoed it. But still, I think Olivia is a really great Wendy song. Okay, now I have What a Feeling, which is probably one of my favorites on their last album. So this is also a musical masterpiece. I love the part that they're singing like "No way out and a long way down," kind of referencing their other song "Long Way Down." And yeah, I think the chorus is really cool too, and like the beat and everything. So I put that in. This is a musical masterpiece. Okay. Now we have Love You Goodbye. I think I'm gonna put this in the She's Trying Her Best category because it's good, but it's not like my favorite song. Okay, now that I have I Wanna Write You a Song, I think I'm gonna put that also in the mid category. And then History, yeah, to me it's also eh. But the music video is cool, and it's cool how like they go their separate ways at the end of the video, as to signify they're going their separate ways in like real life, and how like Harry and Niall go one way and Louis go one way, which like is kind of like their friendships were stronger with each other, Harry and Niall and Liam and Louis, because they both have like, I don't know, like similar journeys, I think, when it comes to like their success in music. Okay, now we have Temporary Fix. This is a mid song to me. It's not like the best, but it's also not the worst. Cause yeah. This was also written by Niall, and it's also like one of the more like horny songs. Okay, now we have Walking in the Wind. Okay, I think I'm gonna put that in musical masterpiece because it is really sad, and it could also be like a song about like death and stuff. And it's saying like, oh, like even when you die, you're never truly gone if people like still talk about you. So I think Walking in the Wind is a musical masterpiece. I like the lyric when they're like, "If you're lost, just look for me. You'll find me in the region of the summer stars." I think that's like Julian Bennett's like grandma said that or something, and then they put that in the song. Okay, now we have AM. This is the last song on Made in the AM. And it's kind of but I think this was like the only time that they ever cursed on their albums, because like they're like relatively like, clean because their fan base is like young. But they just said spinning out of our glasses, talking out of our asses. So that was like the only time they got to like curse in Wendy. But yeah. Okay, the last song is Home. If you didn't know, it's also another gay anthem. And yeah, save the best for last because that is like one of my favorite Wendy songs of all time. Even though it's not even on an album, it's like pretty iconic, I think, in the One Direction fandom. And I don't think I've ever met anyone who didn't like Home. But yeah, that is gonna be my tier ranking of all One Direction songs. So if you like this video, make sure to like it and comment down below what your favorite One Direction song is. And also, don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make new videos every week, so if you subscribe, you'll get notifications every time I put up a new video. And I would really like to get to 200 subscribers this year, so if you would subscribe, that would be great. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!